you're thinking they're great. We didn't care, you can think what you like as long as you paid for your seat. Hey Fallaldy, listen for one of the roars. Hey Fallaldy, up the leg of your drawers. Maybe you're thinking that Roy is handsome, maybe you're thinking he's not. But take it from me, you can take it for nothing, he's really a drunken old sot. Hey Fallaldy, listen for one of the roars. Hey Fallaldy, up the leg of your drawers. Maybe you're thinking that Ronnie's athletic, maybe you're thinking he's fat. Ronnie's the father of 17 children, what are you thinking of that? Hey Fallaldy, listen for one of the roars. Hey Fallaldy, up the leg of your drawers. Thank you very much. Good evening, welcome to the show. No, we must apologise for being so late and starting tonight. It's really very bad of us, but you know, we couldn't help it. We thought we would wait until we got you all together and seated in one place before we gave you the news. No, we have some good news and we've got some bad news. First, the good news. The good news is that, you know, one of the reasons we were late was we were discussing the fact that every time we come to Glasgow, we have such a fantastic reception. You really are great, and we'd like to thank you very much. So fantastic that we thought it would be a nice idea if tonight we gave you all your money back as you left the theatre. Now, the bad news, we changed our minds. I'm very sorry. No, some of you are doing very well. But most of you are sitting there, you know, it's all very well just to go, you ya boys are good. I mean, we wore our tight underpants to do this tonight, so I don't see why you shouldn't be. Now, if you've got to get out of your seats to get that high note, for God's sake, do it. Do something, you know, tickle our feet or something, you know. Because that high note is the one that makes the tune. Without that, the whole thing falls apart, right? So let's try it again and really stretch for it. Screech it, right?
Slacken your corsets and your stays. The women too, you know.
Here ho, boys, let her go, boys, swing her head round and all together.
to Mingulay.
When the wind is wild with shouting and the waves mount ever higher, anxious eyes turn never seaward to see us home, boys, to Mingulay. On your own.
Come all ye young lasses, where hae ye been? So sleepy and drowsy, I ken by your een. In all the wide world you'll ne'er find a friend like the lads that were reared among the heather. Oh, me your satins, your silks and your shawls, your swannies and your petties and your elegant ball, for a dance in the barns worth 10 in the hall, with the lads that were reared among the heather. Take a walk round your cities, broad buildings outside, gaze on their splendours and wonder with pride. Fine ships have been built on the banks of the Clyde by the lads that were reared among heather. Oh, be your satins, your silks and your shawls, your swannies and your petties and your elegant ball, for a dance in the barns worth 10 in the hall, with the lads that were reared among heather. When the Queen wants some sodgers, she kens where to send, to the mountains and the valleys, the hills and the glens, with her bonnets and plaids, that ride through to the end, are the lads that were reared among heather. Oh, me your satins, your silks and your shawls, your swannies and your petties and your elegant ball, for a dance in the barns worth 10 in the hall, with the lads that were reared among heather. Now England can boast o' the sweet-scented rose, and Ireland can boast o' the shamrock she grows. But give me the land where the clear water flows, and the mountains high covered with heather.
And all be your satins, your silks and your shawls, your swannies and your betties and your elegant ball, for a dance in the barns were 10 in all, with the lads that were reared among heather. Oh, all be your satins, your silks and your shawls, your swannies and your betties and your elegant ball, for a dance in the barns were 10 in all, with the lads that were reared among heather.
Thanks very much. I'm going to sing a song now about the English tourist coming up to Scotland for a holiday. Are there any English in the crowd tonight? Don't be so shy, then.
Come on, shout it out.
Oh, you're very welcome. In spite of everything. So you think you're going to the north to spend a holiday, 'cause you're vaguely Scottish on your mother's side. And you've heard of ancient glories, both renowned in song and story, kilts and haggis, Andy Stewart and Raclay. Ye go up by Crianlarach, it's the gateway to the north, and the scenery will please your eyes, I'm sure. Ye take out your picnic basket, 'cause the car has blown a gasket in the middle of a place called Rannochmoor.
That's a little Scottish chorus.
So you telephone the garage listed in the tourist guide that was published for you by the RAC. But by design or by intention, or they just forgot to mention that the garage closes down by 3:30. So you're towed behind this tractor to a corrugated shed that's surrounded by farm implements and carts. And you scratch your head and wonder why you ever bought a Honda, 'cause they'll have to send to Tokyo for the parts. So you board the train for Oban and you get the boat to Mull, feeling like you've had a night upon the tiles. Ye pay 20 pence for coffee with a tang of diesel oil. You're experiencing the swindle o' the aisle. But your pulse begins to quicken with the thoughts of berry picking. So you take a trip to Gowrie for a spell, with some wellies o' your mother's that she bought in Ali Brothers, and a Gideon Bible pinched fra your hotel. So you're standing picking rasps, being stung to death by wasps. The midges and the clegs are making free, and the bairns have ate the berries and contracted dysentery, 'cause last week they sprayed the crop with DDT. So you're heading back to Birmingham, more waterlogged and tanned, but no signs of habitation can you see. When you thought you were in Berwick, you were actually in Lerwick, 'cause some vandal changed the signpost in Dundee. You know, the popular conception of a Scotsman is a kind of kilted Highlander away up on top of his hill, way up in the Highlands somewhere, clutching a claymore and shouting, "Was like as damn few in the rod deed." But down in the borders, there used to be quite a scene there too, quite a martial scene, because after all, that's where the English stopped. Or were stopped, I should say. And there used to be several clans in the border clans, the lowland clans, who used to be quite warlike. And one in particular, the Graeme. The clan Graeme used to occupy the debatable land. And they were always untamable, you might as well say. It's guitar for this one, number one.
Eh?
It's guitar. And there was one particular member of this clan, Hugh was his name. He was called Hugh The Graeme. And he was particularly... It is the guitar.
Excuse me, sorry. Hang on.
And this lad, he always used to go out poaching, you see. That was it.
What does it say there? I'm sorry.
This lad, Hugh, you have to forgive him tonight. He's a wee bit tired. He was up in the hill all night after Pete. Or heather, or whatever else was lying up there. But anyway, this lad, Hugh The Graeme, he was a great poacher, and he used to go out and shoot the deer and that. It was a hanging offence. You were carted off to Newcastle or Carlisle and strung up. That's what happened to Hughie. He was out hunting one day, and the lords caught him, dragged him off to Carlisle, and hung him. The song is called Hugh The Graeme. Hunting o' the Fallaldy, and they hae gripped Hugh Graeme for stealing o' the bishop's mare. Well, all's my right hand free, he said, and put my brand into the same. He's ne'er in Carlisle tune the day, door tell the tale to Hugh Graeme. They've ta'en him to the gallows hill, and he looked up at the gallows tree, yet ne'er did colour leave his cheek, nor did he even blink his ee. And ye may gie my brother James my sword that's bent in the middle clear, and bid him come at 12 o'clock to see me pay the bishop's mare. kith and kin. I never did disgrace a blood, and if they meet the bishop's cloak, to mark it shorter by the hood.
Well, but what we'd like to do is in the second half to come back and really get the roof off the bloody place. Now, I know it's quite high but, and it looks fairly solid, but it's not really. It's sort of corporation built, you know. So, and join in really hard the second time and everything you can. And this song is called Maggie Lauder. We want to be in love with bonny Maggie Lauder. If I ever met her come to make me ask what they call her. Right scorn when she ends up and be gone. You hear and shag her, jog on your gate, you play the skate. My name is Maggie Lauder. Up the stair, down the stair, I play my chacarelli. There you hug and kiss the girls. There you want to marry, well make sense and buy my bags. Something should be to see. Sitting by me, my bonny man, and trouble with this theory. But I'm a paper team and creep and neighbours rob the lantern. The lasses loud as they were bad. But I'm up a chanter, up the stair, down the stair, I play my chanter really. And there you hug and kiss the girls. And there you want to marry, always says make up you your bags. It's your throne in order. If you be rob up, how do you live on the border? The lasses of me parent near have had or rob the lantern. I'll shake my bit where it can wear. And you go up your chanter, up the stair, down the stair, I play my chanter really. And there you hug and kiss the girls. And there they want to marry, and James Baggy blew his speed up with the droney twisted. Make up and wallop down the green. But brody good sheep biscuit, we'll dances, he will dances, she will bob, says Rob the Ranter. It's worth a while to pay indeed. But he's such a dancer, up the stair, down the stair, I play my chanter really. And there you hug and kiss the girls. And there they'll want to marry. Woo! Well, folks, thank you. Well, hey, make your patches, picture like crimson. There's name in Scotland place of years since we lost Tabby Simpson. I've lived in White Bait, made in White East 10 years and a quarter. While the next day you're an instant bed. Just ask for Maggie Lauder. Up the stair, down the stair, I play my chanter really. And there you hug and kiss the girls. I never want to marry. Up the stair, down the stair, I play my chanter really. And there you hug and kiss the girls. I never want to marry. Woo!
Come now, gather now, here where the flowers grow. White is the blossom as the snow on the fen. Hear now freedom's call, we'll make a solemn vow. Now by the roses, O Prince Charlie, fight again at Bannockburn, your battle axe to wield. Fight with your grandsires on Flodden's bloody field. Fight at Culloden, the bonny prince to shield. Fight by the roses, O Prince Charlie. Come now, gather now, here where the flowers grow. White is the blossom blossom as the snow on the ben. Hear now freedom's call, we'll make a solemn vow, now by the roses, O Prince Charlie. Spirits of the banished in far and distant lands, carved out the new world with sweat, blood and hand, return now in glory and on the silver sand, fight by the roses, O Prince Charlie. Come now, gather now, here where the flowers grow, white is the blossom as the snow on the ben. Hear now freedom's call, we'll make a solemn vow, now by the roses, O Prince Charlie. Take your strength by the green fields at blanket, peat and coal, ships by the Clyde have a nation in their hold. The water of life, some men need to make them bold. Black gold and fishes by the sea, man. Come now, gather now, here where the flowers grow, white is the blossom as the snow on the ben. Hear now freedom's call, we'll make a solemn vow, now by the roses, O Prince Charlie. Come now, gather now, here where the flowers grow, white is the blossom as the snow on the ben. Hear now freedom's call, we'll make a solemn vow, now by the roses, O Prince Charlie.
Landscapes, ye gardens o' roses, in you let the minions of luxury roam, and restore me the rock where the snowflake reposes, if still they are sacred to freedom and love. Brave Caledonia, dear are thy mountains, round their white summits no elements war, no cataracts roll, instead of smooth flowing fountains. I sigh for the valley of dark Lochnagar. Ah, there my young footsteps in infancy wandered. My cap was the bonnet, my cloak was the plaid. On chieftains departed, my memory lingered, as daily I strayed through the pine-covered glade. I sought not my home till the day's dying glory gave place to the rays o' the bright polar star. My fancy was chilled by the bold martial story, as told by the sons o' dark Lochnagar. Years have rolled on Lochnagar since I left you, years must roll on ere I see you again. Though nature of verdure and flowers bereft you, yet still art thou dearer than Albion's plain. England, thy beauties are tame and domestic to one who has roved on the mountains afar. Oh, for the crags that are wild and majestic, no vision foreboding tell you that fate had forsaken our cause. Yet were you destined to die at Culloden, though victory crowned not your fall with applause. Yet were you happy in death's earthy slumbers, to sleep with your clan in the caves of Braemar. The pibroch resounds to the piper's loud numbers, your deeds to the echoes of wild Lochnagar, your deeds to the echoes of wild Lochnagar, your deeds to the echoes of wild Lochnagar, your deeds to the echoes of wild Lochnagar. Brave Caledonia, dear are thy mountains. I sigh for the valley of Lochnagar. You know, we consider ourselves very lucky indeed that this job, if you can call it, takes us round the country and allows us to see Scotland in all our various guises, in all our various dresses, if you like, autumn, summer, winter, spring.
Hey. Will you know me tomorrow?
Sorry?
Will you know me tomorrow? Will you know me tomorrow?
Yes, I'll know you tomorrow. Not only that, but our heritage, you know, which is so rich.
Will you know me next week? Will you know me next week?
Yes, I'll know you next week, Ron. Okay? Where was I? Yeah, that our heritage is so, you know, it's almost like a tapestry. It's
Will you
really...
know me next year?
Yes, I'll know you next year, Ron. Must be a catch there somewhere. But that our heritage not only reflects the kind of deeds that went on in our land, but also very much...
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
My God, you forgot me already. I think that's great.
We think ourselves very lucky that this job... I will sing you a song anyway. And it comes from Loch Tay. Most of you probably know Loch Tay. And this concerns a boatman on Loch Tay, a ferryman. They used to have ferries there, which just used to be rowed with the oars. And this lad is fallen in love with a girl, but unfortunately she doesn't fall in love with him. And he's rowing across the loch, thinking about it. done my work of day, and I row my boat away, down the waters all of Tay, as the evening light is fading, and I look upon Ben Lawyers, where the afterglory glows, and I think on two bright eyes and the melting hours below. She's my beauteous neon room, my joy and sorrow too, and although she is untrue, well, I cannot live without her, for my heart's a boat in tow, and I'd give the world to know why she means to let me go, as I sing hurry-hurro. Me unroll your lovely hair has more glamour, I declare, than all the tresses rare tween Killeen and Aberfeldy, be they lint, white, brown or gold, be they blacker than the sloe, they are no more worth to me than the melting flake of snow. Her eyes are like the gleam o' the sunlight on the stream, and the songs the fairies sing seem like songs she sings at milking, but my heart is full of woe, for last night she bade me go, and the tears begin to flow as I sing hurry-hurro.
If you can ever take the trouble to make a very small study of the English language, or the Scots language for that matter, you'll find it's most peculiar. There are lots of funny wee things in it, like the name of this next song, which is quite simply, mm-hmm. Have you ever looked for that word, mm-hmm, in a dictionary? You can't even spell the bloody thing, never mind find it in a dictionary. That's a very funny word, because everybody uses it, you know, from everybody all throughout the country, and they all have different sort of, you know, wee slants on it, and all has slightly different meanings. And this song is a song, as I say, called mm-hmm, and it does illustrate the meaning of the word as it's used up in Scotland mainly, and up here, of course, mm-hmm usually means yes or aye. And it goes like this. Mm-hmm. You'll have heard o' the deal as he wandered through Beath, with one wife in each oxter and one in his teeth, when someone cried out, will ye tak mine the mon?
But he wagged his tail and he cocked his horn, and he only said, he smiled and said, it's such a big mouth, he couldn't say aye. When I was a laddie lying sign at the school, the maester he cried me a dunce and a fool. But for all that he said I could ne'er understand, except when he roared, Jimmy, hold out your hand. And I only said, I grinced and said, I wasn't proud, but dure to say aye. One day, a queer word, as lang-nebbed as himself, he vowed he would thrash me if I couldn't spell. Says I, Mr. Quill, wi' a kind o' a quiver, I'll spell ye your word if you'll spell me another. Let me hear you spell that wee bit word, that old Scots word, you ken it means I. Had you seen how he roared, how he scarted his pate, and he cried out, you villain, come out of your seat. Get out of my gate, you're the plague of the school. And the deal on me kens if you're mace rogue or fool. But I only said, I smiled and said, that old Scots word, you ken it means I. Now, it's no big, but it's gay bad to spell. If you saw it in print, would you ken it yourself? So if you're lazy to open your maw, just keep your mouth shut and say nothing at all. Never, never say that wee bit word, that old Scots word, you ken it means I. Never say that wee bit word, that old Scots word, you ken it means I.
It's customary in this country to, in Britain anyway, to end a public performance with the British national anthem. Instead, we'll leave you with a different song. Oh, flower of Scotland, there we see you're like a gale that fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen and stood against him. Proud Edward's Aldi and sent him homeward. They think again. The hills are bare now, and autumn leaves frost there now, and autumn leaves lie thick and still. O'er land that is lost now, which those so dearly held, O flower of Scotland, when will